Hey guys, it's Kennedy. I went to the Amazing Tours Not on Fire, and here is my experience, I guess. No, I will not be telling spoilers whatsoever. It was the night of Tatanoff, and I went back to the hotel 2 hours early because I was meeting my group chat that, like, an hour or so later at like 3, and I was so nervous, and I had to admit I had a panic attack in our hotel room, and I was just nervous because I was meeting Dane and Phil. If you all saw my Snapchat and Instagram and stuff like that, I had my VIP tickets on there. I got VIP tickets from one of my friends who I met, and I am so thankful that they gave it to me. And it was just, yeah. And so I was like, you know, what if my group chat doesn't like me? And I was just kind of having a panic attack, and my anxiety was kicking in, and it was really scary, honestly, because I was like, what if I got sick and couldn't go? It was really, really terrifying, but at the same time, I was so excited. So I curled my hair, I put my flower crown on, and I went to go to the Tatanoff. We took a bus there. It took only, I think, 5 minutes to get there. We went in. The first person I saw was Kala, so she ran to me, and it was just amazing to hug these people who I've talked to for months now and get to see them face to face, and it was just so amazing. So after I got a couple group of friends, we went to go look around. At this time, I looked over at the merch table. There was Martin and Cornelia. We all not sat there. We all huddled in a group and we're debating if we should go see Martin. If you guys don't know who Martin is, that is Phil Lester's brother. And honestly, I was so nervous to meet him. And I really did want to meet him, but I didn't know how to ask. So one of the girls' dads went to go ask him, and he said, sure. He is the most wonderful guy ever. Here is my picture. I look really stupid because I was really nervous. I think about 2 hours later, at 5:30, it was time, well, not 5:30, about 5 something, it was time to line up for the meet and greet. And, oh my gosh, I was so nervous. Like, I had a few of my friends with me who also got VIP, but at the same time, I was like, you know, you have to wonder if they're the same people that you watch on the internet. You have to wonder if it's like, you know, if they're the same people that you've watched for years or months or days. You just really, really wonder if they act the same or they act different. And so, they were giving out wristbands. I sadly don't have mine anymore. I don't know where it is. But it had 127 on it, and honestly, I thought I would be number 127. I've never been to a meet and greet before, or anything like this. I've been to a concert, but that's about it. So, basically, we get to this room, and thank you, Dan Howell, for making me climb stairs. I do not appreciate that one bit. As soon as I just got done having my panic attack, I do not approve of that. But we got to this room. There were chairs, there were tables, there were snacks, there was a guest book, there was water. It was pretty awesome, and I have to say, the snacks were amazing. I didn't eat mine at the time, but I had a water, but I signed the guest book, and of course my handwriting's not the best when I'm nervous, and I was shaking. So anyway, I get my friends, who I know I'm going to be standing around basically the whole time. I get them, and we're kind of talking about, you know, what they're going to be like, what clothes they're going to wear, what they're going to smell like, what they're going to sound like. So, this lady was telling us the rules, and she's like, you know, Dane and Phil are going to come out here in a few minutes. You know, be prepared, be ready. You got to have your book or whatever you're going to get signed, have that with you. Don't worry about markers unless you have a specific one that you want them to sign with. Do not sign, don't make them sign, your arm or, stuff like that. So, the time came when Dan and Phil came. Here's the video. This is where I will most likely break down crying because I'm not over it and it's been a week. And yeah. So basically, the security guard gives me this little head thing like, come on. As soon as I turn the corner, there is Dan Howell. The emotions I'm feeling and was feeling was unbelievable because I've watched them for the longest time ever. I've watched them since 2009, and it's just amazing to see these people that you've watched for so long in real life. And so I turn the corner and Dan's there, and I think he just got done talking with Phil about something, I think. And there's Dan, and he turns to me and he's like, "Hi!" And his arms are open, and I was just like, oh my god. He had the cutest smile and his dimples were showing. Oh my gosh. And so I hugged him. They had to just quote. They had to bend down for me, where I'm so short compared to them. They had to bend down to hug me. So Dan Howell was literally holding me. And honestly, he smelled amazing. It was strong, but it was amazing. And so he asked me, how are you? And I was like, I'm good. I think I'm good, at least. I think I'm alive. And so I had their flower crown on, and as I go to hug Phil, which is like 2 or 3 steps away, he's like, "I like your flower crown." Really, Dan? Really? Can we take a moment? That's in your shop. I bought that. You knew I bought it, you cheeky thing. But, I hugged Phil, and honestly, I have always wanted to hug Phil. And so he was like, "Hi," and I was like, "Hi," and we hugged, and Phil gives the tightest and best hugs, honestly, and it was just amazing, and I loved it. And so afterwards, Dan was like, "Can we sign your book?" And I was like, "Yeah." So he was like, "Okay, well, I'll take that." And so he opens up my book. There it is, Dan. He signs where his face is. And at the time, if you saw my picture, which I will show here in a few minutes, I had, if you guys know the tweet, you know what I'm talking about. I had the tweet that Nick Jonas sent him when he was in London saying, "Hey buddy, you in London?" But instead of London, I changed it to Louisville. I've never been so proud of myself in my life before. And Phil saw it because literally, if you opened up my book, it was over here laying because I didn't know where to put it and I really wanted Dan to hold it. And he was like, he pointed at it and he was laughing and he goes, "That's amazing." And I didn't look up at Dan, but I'm pretty sure he was like smirking or making his like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you did this" face. And so Phil was like, "Well, I'll sign on my face." And so he turns to this random page in the book and then he goes, "Whoops." Like, you know how he does in this video, it's like, "Ah," or "Whoops." It was just so adorable. I know this dude's older than me, but it was just so adorable. And so he signed, I watched him sign. It was like really cool. He signed this page with his head, and it was really amazing. And so Dan was like, "Should we get a picture together?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so I hand him my phone. So he has my camera, and I'm like, "Dan, will you hold this?" and it's my Nick Jonas tweet. And he goes, sure, since it has my name on it. Like, really? Like that. And it was so funny. And, I hand him it, and I'm shaking because I'm so nervous that I'm gonna mess up. I'm gonna say something stupid. I'm going to literally vomit on these people by accident. And I was really, trying not to have a panic attack. And, trying not to think about, so much and not to cry because I was literally about to. So, we're getting ready for the picture, and I totally forgot that Phil grabs your shoulder. And so when I felt somebody grab me, I almost smacked him. But I didn't show it. I was just like, what the heck? And it was really nice and sweet. And Dan took the photos like really fast, like 2 clicks, obviously. You know how the iPhone cameras are. And so he handed me my sign back, and they were like, thank you, I hope you enjoy the show. And I was like, you're welcome. And then I just walked out. After that, I was just in complete shock, and I didn't know what to think. I was not listening or paying attention to anybody else. Went to a table and sat down. My friends were there, and I started bawling my eyes out. And honestly, I just cried, and people held me, and we all cried together. I was sitting with half the people from my group chat. Here's a picture.
We need you alive. My life is over.
Everybody was just like, bye, I love you. And as the elevator was closing, they were making pouty faces and weird faces. And as the door was about this, Phil, I said I loved you, like, to them. And Phil goes, and then the door closes. I don't know if he was doing that to me because he heard me, or if it was to other people. Dan and Phil, you're probably not going to watch this. You're probably never going to find my YouTube channel unless I become popular one day. But Dan and Phil, thank you for everything that you have done. Thank you for being the best people ever. Thank you for getting all the people who suffer from depression and abuse, and their home life isn't good, their school life isn't good, but you care for us. And I could really tell when I saw you guys, and it was just really amazing. And I just want to thank you, and please never give up. Please never think that you're not good enough. Please never think that, because you make so many people happy. You make me happy. And I've had a hell of 2 years, honestly. And you just make me stronger and make me a better person. And I just want to thank you. And I love you with all my heart. So thank you guys for watching this emotional roller coaster of a video. I know it's not my funny videos or anything like that. I just really want to tell you all about Tatanoff and my experience, and I thought it was amazing overall. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe for more content like this, kind of weekly. If some things don't happen, I will be on summer break when this goes up, so hopefully there will be more videos, and hopefully a collab very, very soon. So anyway, guys, my social media links will be down in the description below. My last video will be in the description below. And yeah, so again, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have an amazing day. I love you, and goodbye, people of the World Wide Web. I'm so lame. Bye.